Recently while Lotus' sister, when she learned that Eric Magne's son, without heart panda blood, was seriously injured and urgently needed a blood transfusion, she knelt down, kowtowing before me. Just a little bit of blood, you won't take it. Please help me heal you. Fourth, he had no choice but to donate the blood. But due to excessive blood loss, he died right there in the transfusion room. Tell me that, she said to symbolic tears, and turned to care for the Magne's son. Be stepping over Miko, she successfully married into a wealthy family. When he opened me eye again, my sister was once more killing, begging me for a blood transfusion. Isma, we both have panda blood, sister, little sister, you know you're a good person. You want to compete with you. Yeah, see the risk blood donation opportunity to you. What is it like to have a saintly while Lotus cousin? Thanks for asking. However, a few days after mom left, Woody, Becca was supposed to have married into a wealthy family, dejectedly returned. She had no job, no money, and successively sold off her only luxury item to care for her body. After donating a kidney, Woody noticeably weakened. She even fainted several times right in front of my door. However, he never opened the door for her. For safety, he even changed the locks. When she had nothing to do, she would frantically knock on the door. Woman, all of this is your fault. You have to be responsible for me for life. You really don't the sister to earn 9 million. How can you enjoy it with a clear conscience? You are a go to hell. The surrounding residents, unable to stand the noise, came up to us several times, but Woody scared them on away. She wore the tea-coated, her head disheveled, constantly mumbling. He heard the bar on her side that Missy, who had changed her mind, resolutely disagreeing with her marriage. Woody, missing a kidney, had become ugly and frail, unworthy of being a daughter-in-law of the whole family. Huo Chen quickly grew tired of her. He swiftly fell in love with the daughter of Aryan estate developer, so Woody was sent back. He recalled what he had overheard in the private room that Ray and Soren helped but sarcastically said, perhaps from the very beginning, this was a trap, using love as a disguise, and money at best. The bar owner Soren stopped saying, but as an outsider, his Soren said much. He had thought Woody would never recover from that, but surprisingly, she was soon being chauffeured in luxury car again. Before leaving, she triumphantly knocked on my door, radiant. Acheng really loves me. I'm the one he loves the most. We probably want to see each other again after this. Wu Pan regret the attitude. Irritated, regret what? At most, you're just a mobile blood bank. That poor, foolish cousin, didn't she realize that every time the whole family treated her well, it was for a purpose? Indeed, the next day, news reports that Huo Cheng, the only son of the whole family, had deteriorated again and needed a last blood transfusion. That night, someone frantically knocked on the door outside. Sister, it was wrong. Please save me. Huo Cheng needs a large amount of blood. They tricked me into coming back. They just want to use me as a mobile blood bank. I checked online. Even if they drain on the blood from my body, it won't be enough. Yet. Woody on the screen was barefoot, wearing a hospital gown, her face terrified, looking like a psychiatric patient without heart escape. I guess she had been taken to the hospital as a blood donor to continually supply blood to Huo Cheng as soon as she returned. Woody, do you know why I have a B blood type? Miko Singh was stunned, not understanding why he suddenly brought this up. My voice slowly rang out. Actually, originally it was O blood type. During a health checkup, he was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism. Once, when he accidentally overheard the whole family as conspiracy, he decisively chose a radiation therapy. Radiation caused me genes to mutate, changing my blood type from O to AB. This means you could have avoided having your kidney removed. Oh, and the money for that health checkup was still the money earned from reselling the tonic you gave me. Yes, one thing he didn't decide. After some time, my blood type had actually returned to O. Hurry frantically pounded on the door. Aha, so on of this what you're doing? It'll kill you. Even as a ghost, he won't let you go. Unfortunately, she no longer had that chance. He had just called Missy, who to tell her to come and claim her daughter-in-law. Woody was knocked unconscious by bodyguards and taken away. From now on, she would have to lie at Huo Cheng's blood bank. Neither living nor dying, every day from then on she would have to lie in suffering, forever. Huo Cheng did. During a blood transfusion, Woody used a hidden dining knife to stab him in the heart, repeatedly, more than 10 times. His entire heart was stabbed into a pool. He did a very gruesome death. By the time Missy, who arrived, Woody had jumped from the 18th floor, falling to her death. He learned about this from a police phone call, surprising yet logical. The issue of Miko Sin's apartment and so arose. He replied over the phone, "Me mother and have already settled abroad and want to be returning. As for that apartment, you can deal with it however you see fit. Compensate any debt. You will not inherit any of her assets, nor do you need to bear any corresponding responsibilities. As for her, that is up to you. We separated this long ago." After Hanging Cup, me, Mother, and he had a barbecue in our hundreds of square meters. 2 years later, the state intensified its crackdown on corruption and promote health insurance reform. Many hospital directors were arrested, causing widespread unrest. From abroad, he opened an account on WeChat and sent the previously prepared documents to expose the whole group for tax evasion and colluding with hospitals to violate the law. Not only me, but many other victims also participated in the accusation. The central government established an investigation team. A few months later, the whole group and its associate individuals successively fell from power. Missy Huo, the hospital director, and others were fined and enormous and imprisoned for several years. This incident caused a huge stir. Even foreign newspapers like the BBC report on it. The news mentioned an anonymous person without provide the most crucial evidence. Me, Mother, watched the news and scolded for several days straight. He smiled and said, "Mom, darkness never triumphs over light. Crimes will be exposed sooner or later." Some people are probably so scared they can't sleep now. The end.